Yes, welcome back. What will be the output of this program? We have seen in the last session the various programs or programming concepts on arrays and pointers. Now we'll continue the same. What will be the output of this? So I'll explain, this is new to you anyway. So 10 is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 are stored in A of array, right? And integer j is declared as integer j, there is no problem. For j is 0, j less than 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, yes, it is not violating the limit, okay. So that is also fine. J++. Printf percentage d star a. What does it mean by the star a? I have already told you that what is the meaning of a if you are going with just a. Whenever you are mentioning a, which is nothing but, what is a? What is a? If I am mentioning a, what is the meaning of it? Array variable, okay. So what is the meaning? What the compiler will think, what it will take when you are trying to print a. If I am just printing a, what will get printed? What will get printed? Is it a of 0? Address of a of 0, yes. So a means address of a of 0, right? That is called as base address. So the variable name alone, if I am mentioning, then it will act as a base pointer. So this you have to keep this thing in your mind very clearly, this base address, okay. So when I am trying to go for star, what is the meaning of star? Which operator is this? Star means what operator is this? Pointer. No, my students should not say it as a pointer. They should not say it as a pointer. Value at the address. Star is value at the address. Okay. Star A. Star A means A is address of A of 0. Right, address of a of 0, and star of this is nothing but value at the address, that is 10. Is it clear? Address of a of 0 is something, suppose 4000, right? Value at 4000 is, that is value at address. This star is nothing but value at the address. Do you remember this when we are dealing with the pointer? I have re-emphasized this several times. Star is value at the address. Do you remember this? Yeah. So star, don't say it as pointer. So whenever we are not having clear with the concepts, then people say that it is pointer. So that is where you will get confused when it is coming to a particular thing. If you are always, you have to read that as value at the address a, where a is nothing but the base pointer. Base pointer is nothing but the address of the base value, that is the first element of the array, that is called as base element. This is the base element. The address of the base element is base address, so that is stored in a whenever you use the variable name alone in case of an array. array variable, that is base address. So A is a base pointer. You should never ever forget this. Okay, right. So as of now this will print 10, not a problem. Now when it is coming to A++, when it is coming to A++, what is A++? What is A? A is nothing but address of A of 0. Am I right? Address of A of 0 is going to be a value. It is not a variable, correct? A constant. Address of A of 0 is a constant, right? What you are trying to do is address of A of 0 is equal to address of A of 0 plus 1. Suppose if it is 4000, this is not a variable. There is no variable related to this. A of 0, that is A is a variable, A of 0 is a constant. Yeah. So when you are trying to add 1, and which is, that is the value of A of address of A of 0, that is 4000. Instead of 4000 you are trying to take it as 4001, or otherwise technically what I can say is you are trying to change the base pointer. You are trying to change the base pointer. Instead of A of 0 you make it as A of 1 is the base pointer. Then it will lose its information whenever next time when we are trying to print the base address, it can't. The array will start from 1 itself. So technically speaking, we are attempting to change the base address, which is not allowed by C, and it will pop up an error message. Till this there is no problem. When we are trying to access the base pointer and change the base pointer to some other value, then C will not allow it. C will not allow to change the base pointer, right? So it will pop up an error message which is nothing but L value required in function main. L value required in function main. Okay. It will not allow to change the value of A, that is address of A. Address of A of 0. Address of A of 0 cannot be changed. That is base pointer cannot be changed. Is that clear, or you want me to explain it again? Slowly we are getting into the firm concepts of pointers. Okay, how about others? This is an important concept, that is why I am giving so much, several times I am asking this. Yes. Okay. Okay. So shall I move on then? Need not to explain it again, right? If anyone needs, I am ready to explain this again. The same thing you can do like this. Star A++ you can do. That is acceptable. That is the value at the address A of 0 can be changed. That is a variable. Sir, then the output will not get printed, sir. That then. No, this is a compiler error. So compiler, at the time of compilation, it could not able to complete the compilation. Then only it is going to a execution part, right? Compilation error will come, right? Okay, fine. Is it clear? If it is star A++, that is allowed. Why means the star A means value at the address A. Value at the address A means address of A of 0. So this 10 becomes 11. If it is star A++, that is allowed, but A++ is not allowed. The base pointer cannot be changed. Okay. So if suppose if you are how then we can change the address, sir, when we are moving to the next element? Then what can we do is we can store j with a, that is a plus plus can be stored in j, right? That is a is stored in j, and you can do j plus plus. J plus plus is possible. This a cannot be changed to some other value of that is some other address. A cannot be changed to some other address. It will always, it has to point the base address. So that should not be changed. So j plus plus is possible. So the address of a of 0 is stored with j or some other variable. J is used here. So some other variable k kind of thing, right? So k plus plus is possible. You can increment the address, but not the base address. Base address changing is not allowed. Is that clear? Is it? Any clarity required on that? Okay, fine. This is an important concept. That is why I am spending more time on this. Okay, next. Yeah, how about this? What will we get? We have initiated array, float array 13.24, 1.5, 1.5, 5.4, 3.5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements we have taken. Since at the time of declaration itself you are initializing, you can drop this 5. You need not to mention here as 5. It is optional. Even you can mention 5, not a problem. A of 5 is equal to. So both are acceptable. And we are taking j and k as float pointers. J and k as float pointers. Since it is a float array, j is a. Okay, j is a. And one more thing I can say, even if it is a float, okay, float pointer j and k, so we'll deal it later. So the a is stored with j. What is a? What is the meaning of a? When we mention it as a, what is the meaning of it? I am reinstating again and again. Address of a of 0, correct. Address of a of 0. Suppose the same 6000 we will take. Address. Okay, this time we will take it as 6000. So 6000 will get stored in j. Okay, and k is a plus 4. What is the meaning of a plus 4? A plus 4 means a of 0 plus 4, correct? A of 0 plus 4. That is address of a of 0 plus 4. Correct? Address of a of 0 is 6000 plus 4 is, it is not 6004, but it is, this is 6004, this is 6008, this is 6012, and this is 6016. Am I right? When I am incrementing the pointer, that is address, it will jump according to the number of bytes which is stored. Since it is a float variable, 4 bytes are used to store any float constant. So this is 6000, this is 6004, 6008, 6012 and 6016. Sorry, 6014 6016. So what will get stored in K now? What will get stored in K? This is A of 0, A of 1, A of 2, A of 3, A of 4. No. What am I asking? What is the value of K now? Yeah, you are right. 6004, 1.5 will get stored. 6008, 1.5 will get stored. And 6012, 5.4 will get stored. Now what is required? You are trying to give the answer. Is it? Okay, in A plus 4, what will get stored? What is the value of K? Is it 6004? Value of K is 6004. That is what you are trying to say, Indrani? Yes, it is 6016. Address of A of 0 is this. Address of A of 0 plus 1 is 6004. Plus 2 is 6008. Plus 3 is 6012. Plus 4 is 6016. So I hope you remember the number line. Right? If this is 0, this is 0, right? This is 0 and this is 1, this is 2 and this is 3 and this is 4. When we are jumping 4 times, this is 6004, this is 6008, 6012 and 6016. This is the number line of float. We call it as number line. I think you would have studied in your 5th standard, 3rd standard, 4th standard, something like that. Okay, is it clear? Okay, as of now it is very clear. When it is coming here, J is assigned with J into 2. What will happen? K is assigned with K by 2. What will happen? J is nothing but 6000, right? J is 6000. J is stored with the base address, which is, we have assumed it as 6000. What will happen to J by J into 2? No, J is having the address, Kanna. J is not having 13.24. What is this J? Address of A of 0 is stored with J. Address of A of 0 is stored to J. Correct? What will happen to J is equal to J into 2, that is J is assigned with J into 2. What will be the output of this? What value will get stored with J here? J is a pointer variable. I thought it take value of at A of 0. No, that is what I am saying. Please be very clear. Don't take it as a pointer variable. Nothing you need to do. So if it is star ampersand, you have to be very clear with this. That is the confusion everybody is doing. That is why people think that pointer is tough. But pointer is very easy. Only thing is you have to get to know the concept very clearly. So J is stored with address of A of 0. A is nothing but address of A of 0. Okay. So need not to get confused. Address of A of 0 is nothing but A, right? That is stored to J. What is address of A of 0? We have assumed it as 6000. 6000 is stored here. In J, 6000 is there. Now, what will happen to this J into 2? When I am doing J into 2, what will happen? J is also a float pointer. J is a float pointer. (6008) sir, 8 bytes added and next. Okay, but it is multiplied by 2. So this is a confusion. Actually, multiplication and division should not be done with pointers. For pointer constant, means pointer value, this multiplication and division are not used. You should not use it. So illegal use of pointer in function main. Illegal use of pointer in function main. So it will pop up an error message. It will pop up an error message. Is that clear? Illegal use of pointer in function main. That will be the error message you will get. Okay, so you can use only addition and subtraction in case of pointer variable, but not multiplication, division, modulo. You should not do anything. Only addition and subtractions are allowed. Okay, yeah, I am moving on. Yes. Yeah, this is interesting. So always you should, I told that you have to remember this. B of I, star B of I. What is the meaning of this? We have told the same thing. So how it should get replaced? Star of B plus I. Yes. That is all. If you could able to know that, then it is very easy. You can play with the pointers. It is an interesting game actually, playing with pointer. So this is how we can access any address value, and any value you can go and change it. That is called your virus. Suppose in an array, I have told you at the start of this particular training session, when I am talking about the features of C, the power of C, an OS can be written using C program, right? So kind of flexibility is available with C. You can go and access any value, any memory address, and change the value. If you could do that, then that is called virus. What is virus? When I am trying to intended to do something, but something else is done by the computer, right? So kind of garbage value coming out, correct? So I am trying to print 100, but some other program is changed my value as 50 in between when it is multi-threading. So parallelly 2-3 things when I am doing. So when a computer is running, you can know that in the background lot of other applications will run through. So that is the power of multi-threading. That is how the processors, we have got dual processors nowadays. In almost all the computers we have dual processors, right? So it will happen like that. Okay, so this is called a virus. So antivirus software will just stop all these things. It will not give access to do to access some other external memory. So that is called your antivirus. It's very simple. I have put it in a very simple way. So it will be the virus and antivirus things will be much more complicated, but the concept is only the same. Correct? Is it clear? Yes. Now what will be the output of this? What is the output of this program? We are declaring that, we are saying the compiler that I am going to use an array in the name of n, and which can store at the max of 25 values. Okay, and the first value n of 0 is assigned with 100, value 100. N of 24, that is the last thing, last element of that particular array. N of 0, n of 1, n of 2, 0 to 24. That is how we have got 25. We can't have n of 25. N of 25 is outside the range. Outside the range. Here I am trying to print this star n. What is star n? N is nothing but address of n of 0. Correct? Base pointer. When I am using the variable name, it is named as base pointer. So the value at the base address, base address is 100. Okay, right? Next, here star n plus 4. Yes, star n plus 4 plus star n plus 0. What will happen? Star n plus 24. Star n plus 24. N plus 24 is the last value, that is 200. This is value. Star meaning value at the address. N plus 24 is, suppose n is, there is n of 0, address of n of 0, when we are taking it as 5000. That is, let me write like this, it would be better. So this is n of 0, right? This is nothing but the address is 5000. Here what we are storing? What we are storing? 100. And likewise we have all the other elements, and finally we have a 25th element, n of 24. Starting from 0 it is 24, 0 to 24. So starting from 0 it is 25. 0, 1 to 24 is 24, plus 0 is 1. So 25. And here 200 is stored. 200 is stored. What will be this value? What will be the address here? Just give me. $5,000. What will be the address value? Whether it is 5050 or 5048. Two values I have got. Which is correct? What is n of 1? Address of n of 1? Address of n of 1 is 5002. Clear? Yeah, very good, very good. Right? So this is 1 into 2. N of 2, address of n of 2 is 5000. Address of n of 2 is 5004. Yes. So 1 into 2 is 2, 2 into 2 is 4. So likewise 24 into 2, 48. 5048 is the correct value. Okay. So n plus 24 is 5048. Value at the address, this star is nothing but value at the address. Value at the address 5048 is 200. So here 200 plus 200 plus n plus 0. N is 5000. 5000 plus 0 is 5000 plus 0 is 5000. So value at the address 5000 is 100. So 200 plus 100 is 300. You will get 300 here. So this will get 100, and This is 200 plus 100, which is 300. Is that clear? All these programs are given continuously to reiterate the concept of the pointer, how it is behaving. I hope you got a clear idea on pointers now, right? So functions and pointers, how pointer will help for functions and how pointer is helping for arrays, right? Next, we are a bit slow. We have seen very few programs, I know that, but these are all very important. These are all very important. We have to go through each and everything. Each and every program contains a particular concept. So that is why I am going with the programs. Fine? Yeah, how about the output of this? Static int b of array 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. There are 5 elements here. Okay, 0 to 4 is fine. Here I is an integer variable, ordinary variable. K is a integer pointer variable, or simply the value at the address stored in K are integers. Again, don't take it as pointer variable. Even here I am saying that the value at the address stored in K. So that is K will store an address of an integer variable. It is declared here that K will have an address which is a address of an integer variable. Correct? So K is stored with address of B of 4 minus 4. What is address of B of 4? What is this? B of 0, yeah. This is B of 0. So B of 1, B of 2, B of 3 and B of 4. This is B of 4. Correct? Right? This is B of 4. B of 0 is 10. B of 4 is 50. Address of B of 0 is something. Suppose I am taking 5000. Address of B of 0. Always you have to go with some example so that you will not do any mistake. Okay, 5000. This is 5002, 5004, 5000. This is all integer, right? Okay, 2, 4, 6 and 8. And here this is 5008. Okay. Now address of B of 4 minus 4. Address of B of 4 is 5008. Minus 4 means what will you get? What value will get stored in K? This is 5008 minus 4. Is it 5004 or B of 0? That is 5000. Address of B of 0, correct? Is it 5000 or 5004? Why? Incrementing and decrement of any pointer variable, it will jump the previous location, not the previous address. Okay, so previous location is 5006. The previous location is 5004, 5002, 5000. Number line. Again I am saying it is number line. This is 5000. When I am incrementing 1, it will go to 5002 and not 5001. It will not jump to 5001, it will jump only to 5002, 5004, 5006, 5008. Same way when I am reducing 1, it will go to 5006, 5004, 5002 and 5000. So when we are reducing, that is subtracting 4, then you will get 5000 stored here. Okay, so that is the purpose of having this program. So now what will happen? K is stored with 5000. Okay, Now star k. What is star k? I is 0. What is star k? What is star k? Star k, the meaning of star k is, no, just value at the address k. Correct? Star k means value at the address k. What is the k means k is having 5000. Value at the address 5000 is 10. 10 value at 5000. Yes, yes, Indrani. Right? Value at the address k. K is having 5000. So value at the address 5000 is 10. So 10 will get printed. Then here k plus plus. K plus plus means k is incremented to 5000. When we do k plus plus, what will happen? 5002, but not 5001. Since it is 5000, we are incrementing. People can ask, so k is the base pointer, right sir? How can we change this? L value required in function main and all we have seen in the previous program, one of the earlier program we have seen. How this is allowing here? Is k is the base pointer? What is the base pointer? Which is the base pointer here? Yeah, b is the base pointer. We should not do b plus plus here. If you do b plus plus, then it will surely pop up an error message. Compilation error will come. Okay, I am storing that base address to some other pointer variable and I am incrementing the pointer variable. Pointer variable can be incremented or decremented, but not the base pointer. Base pointer cannot be incremented or decremented. Okay, so we are going with only the pointer variable k. Pointer variable k. Fine? Is it fine? Is it clear? Yes? Yeah. How about others? Okay. Next, I am moving on. So what will happen then? K is incremented to 5002 and again I am going here. I is incremented to 1 and coming here. So star k plus, that is star k. What is the k value now? It's 5002. Value at address 5002 is 20. So 20 will get printed. Here again I am incrementing to 5004. It is going here. I becomes 2. I becomes 2. The third value is getting printed. That is 5004. The value at the address 5004 is 30. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 will happen. When it is coming again, I becomes 5. I becomes 5. So the condition will not get satisfied. Then it will not print. It will come out of the loop. Okay. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 will be the answer for this. Is it clear? Is it clear? Yeah. Yeah, moving on. Yes, static int to A is the array used. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, I is an integer. I is taken as the counter variable. I from 0 to 4, right? So star A plus I is equal to A of I plus I of A. What will happen here? Just do it. Yes. When I is 0, yeah, people are typing, let me wait. Yeah, 4, 8, 12 and 16 and 20. How? Yes. Yes. Got it? A of I and I of A are same, sir. So 2 plus 2. Yes. First A of I, A of 0. First I is 0. So A of 0 plus 0 of I means A of I is nothing but 2, right? And I of A is also 2. So 2 plus 2 is 4, which is stored in star A plus I, star A plus 0. So that is star of, that is when I am taking it as 2000 as the base address. Base address is 2000. Then this 2000 plus 0 is 2000, right? So the value at the address 2000 is changed as 4, right? Correct? So we are trying to print that A plus I, A plus 0. A plus 0 is, that is 2000 plus 0. 2000 plus 0 is the same value. So the value at this is given as 4. So likewise each and every element will be doubled. It is doubled. Okay, 4, 8, 12, 16 and 20. Is it clear? I hope people can understand things. Now it is easy for the people, right? Is it correct? Yeah. Next one. Next one is this. Yes, try it. So what will be the output of the first statement? First statement. So A of 5, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That is what I have told. Whether you are mentioning this 5 or not mentioning is fine, right? And here I is declared, B is declared and initialized to 5, and for the first for loop we have I 0 to less than 5, that is 0 to 4 we have to take. So 0 to 4, correct. So it is not exceeding the array size, okay, it is not going beyond the array size. So each and every time when we use this for loop constraint, we have to check with the array size whether it is overflowing or not. So that we have to check. Okay. Now here f of A of I, comma address of B. Address of B. B is nothing but a normal variable which stores 5. Okay. So it is taken here. X is a normal value, since A of I is a value. It is not an address. A is address. Mentioning just A, it is nothing but address of A of 0. So A of 0 or A of I is going to be a value. What is A of 0 here? What is A of 0? It is 2 here, correct? A of 0 is 2. So that A of 0 is first passed here, and which is captured by X. Yeah. And Y is the address of 5. Address of 5, that is B. Address of B. Okay. That is captured here. Coming here, X is equal to star Y plus equal to 2. Now, equal to and plus equal to are there. Both are having same priority. In the precedence and associativity table, what we have seen earlier. So both are having same precedence, then which one will work first? What is the associativity for this assignment operators? What is the associativity for assignment operator? Either it is left to right or right to left. Do you remember that? Right to left for assignment operator. Very good. So which one will be executed first? This will be done first. Correct. That is star Y plus equal to 2. What is star Y? Y is having an address at value at the address Y. What is the address which is stored here? Address of B, which is having value 5. So this particular variable will be changed to 7. That is a 2 is added to that, and which is stored in the same B value, right? 7, that 7 is stored in X now. Okay, so it is coming here, it is coming here. So what will happen here? X is what is it? 7. X is 7. Y is also 7 here. Am I right? That is B value is also 7. Correct. When it is coming here, what will happen? What is A of I? What is A of I? We are trying to print A of I. Is it 2 or 7? X is changed as 7 here. B is changed as 7. Y means star Y. A of I is 2 initially. Now 7 sir. No Kanna, where this A of I is changed here? X is the local variable here. X is the local variable, and that is not captured anywhere here. It is not returned. The X value is not returned and captured by something else. Correct? So A of I is not changed. A local variable X is changed to 7, not, it is not reflected here. Correct? Okay, so A of I is 2 and B is changed as 7. Then how come this is changed? The pointer, the address is taken and that address is changed. Value at that address is changed. So value at the address this is changed. So the B value is itself is changed. Correct? 2 and 7 is the first answer. Correct? Then what will happen to the next iteration? I0 is finished. When I becomes 1, A of 1 is 4. A of 1 is 4. And what is the value of address of B? The same address. But what is the value of B now? It is 7. So it is coming here. Again 2 is added to the B. So what will happen? What will happen now? What is the next statement? Next printf? What it will print? Yeah, 4 and 9 exactly. So 2 7 4 9, then 6 11, it will go on like this. How many? 5 times it will print. 0 to 4. 0 1 2 3 is this. 8 13. This keep on incrementing 2 and this keep on printing the elements of A. Right? Then 10 50. Okay. Is that clear? Each and everything will print in the next line. It will print in the next line. Since a new line character is available here. A new line character is available here. Okay. Is that clear? Right. Okay. The remaining thing we will see in the next class. I would like to give an announcement. So I have sent a program in the WhatsApp, right? I have given a program statement in the WhatsApp group during the starting of this class, right? So try solving that. It's very simple program. Using arrays, we can able to solve it. So please solve that and send it to me. Please solve that and send it to me. If you have any doubt, please call me or ping me. It's not a problem. And being this elite group, I have sent an announcement. Actually to your WhatsApp group. We are going to conduct a webinar today from 6 to 7. So which will explain the benefit of IEEE membership. Being an IEEE member, what are all the benefits you can have? So the first benefit I can say is networking. A big networking you will get. That is, you can network with any of the professors, at any of the university across, right? So is it correct? So that volunteering will really help. So I know that all the IEEE volunteers got settled in a big way. They have got settled in a big way because of their networking. So if they have some potential and the networking is there, the opportunity what you will get, global level opportunity you will get. So that will really going to help you in shaping up your career, right? So always you will get more awards you can get. So but you are going to spend very little. It is going to be actually 50% discount is given. So normally it is 2000 rupees. Now within 500 rupees you can become a member of IEEE. So we will be explaining all the benefits of becoming an IEEE member in this webinar, today's webinar. So the YouTube link, all those things I have shared you already in the group, WhatsApp group. So I request everyone to attend this particular program, webinar, right? So don't say that I am a mechanical engineer, sir, I am a civil engineer, sir. For everybody it is going to be helpful. For everybody, IEEE membership is going to be really helpful. right? So I request all these people, even whomever is not available now, ask them to join. I need all the 50 students to join in the webinar. Okay, so YouTube link is available. You can join in the YouTube live program and you can listen to it. Later you can take a decision whether you can join IEEE member or not. So listen to the benefits, all the benefits, programs and other things. Okay, thank you. Any other doubts? If at all any doubt, we'll close the session. Yes.